Thank you so much.
Undemanding.
I'm a woman, by the way. My name is Enkromelle Andrew, and what happened, interestingly enough, what actually always happens when people hear my name is, what does it mean? Where are you from? So, do you guys want me to answer that now so we just get the thing out of the way? So there's this gentleman right here. I understand his name is Andrew as well. He asked me what my name is, and I actually explained to him the backstory that I have no idea. I'm not really sure. I'm not really sure what my name means. But here's the story. When my dad was still a young man, he traveled to some exotic island. He doesn't remember which one exactly. And he heard of the name, and he thought, that's a nice name. If I ever have a daughter, I'm going to call her Enkromelle. But he remembers the story about it being about a goddess of war and beauty, something that confused. And that's how he explains it to me. And so he says to me, well, it's really important that you know what your name means, because it's really important for you to know what your name actually means. And what's interesting is your surname is Andrew. And guess what? My name is Andrew. It was supposed to be a funny moment, but I didn't. And then I said to him, okay. And then he says, do you know what Andrew means? I was like, I figured that was the next question. And then he said, okay, let me tell you what Andrew means. Andrew means brave
and manly.
And manly. So when the surgeon of arms came to me and said, I'll be introducing you today. What's your name? I'll say, Goddess of Beauty, Brave, and Manly. Sometimes, it'll come in handy. So just gotta keep it in there for control. Thank you all guys for being here. I'm so excited. Not part of this division, but if you know Toastmasters well, it's a big family. Wherever you are, you're home. I'm from Division S, Randburg Toastmasters, as you've already heard, Vice President Public Relations. But for today, I'm going to be part of this division. To get things kick-started, I'm going to ask a few people to rise so that we can welcome them. I'm going to ask our division director for our division, our area directors, if you could please rise. We're going to clap at the end because there are a few people to say hello to. Then we'll ask our area directors for Division H, our division director. Do we have members of cabinet who are in the house with us today? Please rise, let everyone see you. We also want past area directors, past district officers, past members of the cabinet as well. There we go. Ladies and gentlemen, please look around. Superstars in the house, help me welcome our leaders. A month or less. Please rise. Wow! The lady in the corner saying, "Oh, now you gotta introduce all of us because we don't feel special." So, are there any members of Toastmasters in the house? Any Toastmaster you're part of? And not in cabinet or division. We want to appreciate you for coming to the training. It takes sacrifice, man. It's really early in the morning, it's a Saturday, we know you could be doing something else, but because you're here, we'd like to appreciate you and say thank you. So please rise and help me leaders give a round of applause to our members, VPRs, VPMs, or in the house. A welcome address from our division director, Audrey, As she comes through, please welcome her, make her feel special, make her feel welcome. I need to hear loud screams if you want to stand up so that you can feel warm because it's still in the morning. Please help me welcome Division H Director.
For that lovely introduction. It is exactly how we practiced it this morning. People making history. Proud Toastmasters. What are some of the naive things you heard people not making history say about Toastmasters? I invited some of my friends to Toastmasters. They were a bit skeptical, eventually they came. And this was their feedback. And we welcome feedback, we are Toastmasters, any feedback is good feedback. One of them said, nah, Toastmasters is for people who don't have a life. Another one said, nah, Toastmasters is for people who want to learn English. It's English class. And the last one said, nah, Toastmasters is for people who have problems. I thought to myself, could this be true? I think yes, we do have problems. We have problems with the leadership of this country. We have problems with the speaking capability of people. That's why we come here, so we can solve those problems. And this brings me to another question. How well is Toastmasters accomplishing its purpose, its goals in your life, in your organizations, and in your clubs? How well is Toastmasters accomplishing its purpose in your life, in your organization, and in your clubs? I'm sure many of us have brilliant testimonies of how Toastmasters have changed us, have made us people of value. And sometimes we come to Toastmasters and we don't know that we are slowly being transformed to people who add value to other people's lives. And most importantly, you are also adding value to your life. There's a quote by John Casper. He said, there are 3 classes of people. One is the regregate class. 2 is the stationary class. 3 is the progressive class. And because my math is not so good, 4 is the Division H hero. Which one are you?
4.
4.
Yeah.
That's who we are, heroes. But you know, the regregate class, it's those people who come to our meetings, Toastmasters meetings, and sometimes most of the time, they arrive late. They come late to committee meetings. They even come late to online meetings. After of the online meeting, you just need to click on a button and you join the meeting. How do you arrive late to an online meeting? That's why it's important to have timekeepers in our meetings. I would encourage you to continue. If there's a timekeeping role, take up that role because it helps us to keep time. And the stationary. These are the people that join Toastmasters. Yeah, yeah. And path. And that's it. 6 months later, I am going to give up my icebreaker. 12 months later, I am going to drop my icebreaker. We all know those people. I want to encourage you to support those people. Help them get started because you are the heroes. And the fourth one is the progressive. And when I look around in this room, I see the progressive. Those people that are moving forward. Those people that are making history. Those people that are out there wanting to make sure that their class meets their goals, their members meet their goals. Are you a proud Toastmaster? Are you people making history? Yes. I am a proud Toastmasters because of you. Madam Teacher.
Audrey. I'd just like to put a point for all of our speakers. We have a timer here. I forgot to introduce her. So, as you know, green means you're getting to the end of your time and until you get to red, and then you know you have to allow that. All right. Okay, thank you so much, Audrey. You know, Audrey, I really don't understand people who say that people in Toastmasters don't have a life. And I don't say this to seem somehow. But for me, if it's not having a life, then I'd rather be in Toastmasters. Since joining Toastmasters, I've gone through so many life elevations and life promotions that I cannot begin to tell you about. Just one in particular, last year, I was privileged to be one of the youngest speakers at the World Youth Forum in Egypt. Last year, I really did not want to compete in the contest. Nikki said, "You are going to compete." And if you know Nikki, you have to. So I ended up competing. She helped me throughout the whole process. I got to Cape Town and I lost. You didn't hear that part. Let's move on. But here's the thing. That day I thought I was a loser. That's the day I met the lady called Quin. She manages Speakers Inc. I'm now managed by her. I've managed to leave my job. I'm a full-time speaker now. Wow. Leadership Conference, FMB, I've done Quin, and so many other big corporations. I'm moving around and sharing this gift that Toastmasters has given me. So if it means having no life, and that's the Toastmasters life, any day, Toastmasters. Any day. Yes! On behalf of Frank Tsuro, we're going to ask Nikki to come please address us with the district director address. Please help me welcome.
I'm sorry, guys. He's the handsome one. And you say me instead. For the first time in history, we have hosted during the months of December, Jan, and February, 25 COTii sessions. There's still a few happening today and a few next week. But it is the largest number of COTI sessions that we've ever held. And that is thanks to the visionary work of Frank Tsuro, our district director. He is a person making history. I am a proud Toastmaster, people making history. I did check with my fellow cabinet members this morning, and none of them could find their black teeth. This is my favorite one. Frank has made history in so many ways. Enkromelle talked about being one of the youngest speakers. Frank is the youngest district director that we have had ever, and in terms of his youth, by a long shot. Fran was district director when she was 35 years old. By Frank's standard, she was a granny. She wouldn't like to hear me saying that. Frank is making history. He is changing our lives. Everybody needs leaders. I had a conversation with somebody outside earlier on saying, I'm missing the HPL program in Pathways. Never fear, it's still there. I'm missing getting credit for my club leadership roles, like being a grammarian, the timekeeper, and the Toastmaster. Never fear, they are still there. We need leaders. Our country needs leaders, our community needs leaders, and our continent needs leaders. And I don't mind what anybody says about Toastmasters. If it's for losers, I'm okay with that. If it's for old folks, I'm okay with that.
Yes.
If it's for babies, I'm okay with that. We are changing lives. I see it happening daily. Frank is realizing his dream. His whole life, he has been inspired by speakers. And he is one day going to be an inspirational, world-class speaker. He won't be the youngest, but he has definitely been our youngest district director. He welcomes you all here today, and I'm sorry that he sent me. He's travelled with Peter Engelbrecht and Frans de Wantier by car from Johannesburg to East London and Port Elizabeth to help support their cause. He also asked Meryl to come up and join us here. So a special welcome to Meryl, who's come all the way from Cape Town. And other members. And sat on the tarmac for 45 minutes at Cape Town Airport yesterday, whilst they fixed the dodgy engine. I'm grateful to have Andrew and Mphela and Meryl here to help share in Audrey's Division H COTii. Thank you for having us. All the best today. Grasp all the learning opportunities that you will get. There will be many. You will become leaders. Madam Day Chair.
Right. To go on to the next, I'm going to ask all facilitators to come on stage with me so that people can know where we're going. I'd like to invite all facilitators. Please help me welcome them to the stage.